Today, I'm going to take you through a few exercises that we do on the reformer that we can do on the mat. So you don't need any equipment. We're just going to use our body weight and we can still create resistance even without a machine or without small weights. So let's turn, face the edge of our mat and lower ourselves down to start. So one hand goes on one elbow, one hand goes below, nice tall back, 1 foot behind, lower yourself down, and then if you need, put your hands behind yourself. You don't have to fall down. Okay, roll yourself back down on your mat. Nice deep breath. One more. Okay, so to get started, we're going to start with footwork. So draw those knees into your chest, give them a little hug, curl your head, neck, and shoulders up, hands go behind the head. We're going to start with footwork. Heels together, toes apart. Pull those abs in and resist out and back. Now, because this is a bit more low abs from the way you're pushing, you may have to kick up to start this, and that's okay. You're going to reach out and back and out and back. We're going to do 4 more. Out and keep curling up, back, and 2 and 1. Knees in, squeeze your inner thigh together, pull those abs down. Think about your toes are curling over a foot bar, and you're going to push out and in and out. Now you may have to go higher. That's perfectly fine. And in, and this is 4. Elbows wide. So as you reach, you're thinking about your nose, trying to get to those toes. 3 more. 2 and 1 and back in. Now, keep your legs together. Flex your toes towards your nose. Curl up, abs in, and push out. This is your heels. And out, and out, and 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. Hold it there. We're going to do tendon stretch. Reach your legs out. Point and flex. Point and flex. You can come a little higher too. 3. Let's do 4 more. 4, 3, 2, 1. Knees in. Rest your head. Relax for a second. Good. So we're going to go into the 100. You can reach your legs straight up to 90. Your legs can be at a 45 or a couple inches off the mat, or just leave them on the mat. Those are your options. So to start, curl your head, neck, and shoulders up, and then reach those arms. Now, you can find where you want your legs to go. So let's try that one more time. Inhale, deep breath. Exhale, deep breath. Okay, ready? On your inhale, we're going to lift everything up and start pumping. Inhale, lift the legs and pump. Inhale, 2, 3. Exhale. So if you've never done the 100, I'd suggest leaving your legs flat on the mat. And you're just going to inhale for 5 and exhale for 5 and inhale for 5 and exhale for 5 and inhale for 5 and exhale for 5. Keep going. Rest your head if you need at any point in time. Inhale, exhale, inhale, and exhale. 3 more. Inhale, exhale. Last 2. Inhale, exhale. Last 1. Inhale, and exhale. And give it a back, roll back. So in Pilates, we don't want to flare the ribs, but sometimes it's nice just to relax that back. Okay, elbows, you're going to go by your rib cage. We're going to go into coordination. Draw the knees into your chest. Curl your head, neck, and shoulders up. Hug them, your rib cage, like your ribs are cold. So from here, push your legs out, hands go down. Pull your knees in, hands come up. You can also use small weights for this, but you really don't have to. 2 and 1 and rest. Good. Nice shoulder bridge to release the back and roll it down. Okay, now rock up. We're going to turn onto our hands and knees. So from here, the best way for you to get into a plank is you start just in all fours, and then you can safely take one leg back, reach the other leg back, and then you're just going to hold. So this is our long back stretch. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and rest. Child's pose. We're going to do that again. Okay. Push into your hands, pull those abs in. Ready? Kick one leg back, other leg back, and hold. You can also go to your knees. There's no problem with that. 3, 2, 1. Relax the knees. Pull it back and rest. Okay, so from here, we're going to stand onto our toes and then roll ourselves up. We're going to do a quick elephant, but when we do that, we're not really going to move. All we're going to do is just hold the position so we get the C curve. Reach your arms to the ceiling, pull the abs in, and I want you to think that you are an elephant. So you're pulling your ribs towards the ceiling. You're feeling that nice hamstring stretch. Give yourself that nice relief. Now take your legs parallel. And then if you want to, you can go onto, if your hamstrings are tight, go onto the tips of your fingers. We're going to run. So inhale and exhale while you do this. Keep pulling those abs to the ceiling. And we're going to do 3, 2, and 1. Click the heels. Now, if you need to, squeeze those inner thighs together and bend those knees. Pull the abs in and roll yourself up. Okay, so from there, now we're going to go all the way back down onto the mat. Start from our beginning position. 1 foot behind, practices our balance. Exhale, lower down. If you have a strap, you can use it. If you don't, just have someone hold your feet, or you can always just put your feet under a couch. So I have a strap that I'm going to use, and we're going to do the short box. So to start, we're going to kind of find that nice tall back. From here, I want you to take one hand, place it on one side of your stomach, and then on the other, hug your ribs. Nice and tall. We're going to round back. Pull those abs in, roll it back. Exhale, roll it up. Try it again. Let's do 2 more. Roll it back and roll it up and roll it back and roll it up. From here, hands can go behind the head. Nice tall flat back. You're going to hinge like you're in between 2 pieces of glass. So hands behind the head. Push your hands into your head and your hands into your head into your hands so you can get a nice long spine. Okay, ready? Sit up tall, ribs in, hinge. It's very small, elbows wide. Now, if this becomes a challenge, you can put your elbows and cover your ears. Good, and rest. Give your shoulders a shrug. Okay, adjust as needed. If this gets tight in the hips, you can sit on something. That way you're elevating the hips a little bit more, because it can feel, if you're tight here, it can start to hurt. Okay, hands behind the head, ribs in. You're going to lift up and over like a candy cane. This is our side to side, side to side. And we're going to do 1 more. Last side. So sit up tall. Now we're going to go straight into twist. Twist towards one direction. Come back center. Twist the other direction. Make sure you're breathing. And as you do this, really think of, and your inner thighs have magnets. So you're pulling those legs together, flexing those feet. This is your last side. And rest. Okay? I kind of like to walk myself up a little bit more. And then I'm going to do a tree. So 1 foot goes under. This is where you really want to have a strap, because we're going to roll back and we don't want to fall. So a couch, put under a coffee table, whatever you have. Sit up tall. Kick it out once. Okay, kick it out twice. We're just liberating the leg. That's all we're doing. Nice flat back. Walk your hands down. You can point and flex your foot. 3 and 4. Now circle. 4, 3, 2, and we always reverse things. So let's go. 3, 2, 1. Draw your knee towards your nose. You're going to roll yourself back. Keep your legs straight as possible. If you need it bent, you can always put a TheraBand here or something to stretch it, or just keep it bent. It's fine. Roll yourself back down. So get to the tips of your shoulder blades so your abs stay engaged. Exhale, come back up. Try it again. Walk it back down. Hold this position. Exhale, walk it back up. We're going to do 2 more. Roll down. You're thinking of that half roll down that you do on the mat work. And then 1 more. Roll back down. And then come back up. And then let that foot go. Now take that ankle, place it over that thigh. Give yourself a stretch. Put your hands behind you. That way you can get a nice flat back and then round. Nice round back. Okay, switch legs. So place this leg in the center. Make sure that it's nice and secured. Sit up tall. Kick it out once, twice, 3 times. Hold your leg, point and flex 4 times. Hold those abs in. And then we're going to circle. 4. Just nice little hamstring activation if you feel it. 3, 2, and 1. Draw your nose towards your knee towards your nose. Flex that foot that's under the strap, the couch. Someone's holding it for you. You're going to pull those abs in and roll yourself back. Now, walk yourself down to the tips of your shoulder blades. Roll yourself back up. Walk yourself back down. Walk yourself back up. 2 more. Walk yourself down. Hold that contraction. And up. And down. And up. Okay. Ankle over thigh. Push into that leg if you want extra stretch. Reach your hands behind you. Pull your abs in as you round forward. And then you can slowly roll yourself back down. Okay. Now we're going to do the frog and leg circles. So you're going to bring your knees into your chest. When we're on a reformer, our head's usually elevated, and then we have resistance from the springs. So as a result, let's take our hands and reach them behind our head and curl up. Similar to like what we did before, we're just going to do 5. So reach out and in and out, in, out, in, out, and then rest. Now, try to do the circles with your legs in the air and your head down if you want to try that. Otherwise, just lift it up if you feel like you're in your back too much. Reach your legs up. They're going to be small. Circle, because you want that whole back to be pressed into that mat, and you don't want it to lift, and you don't want to flare your ribs. Reverse. 6. I said 5, but I did 6. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Lower the legs. Rest. Okay, we're going to do a quick semicircle. So, hands press into your mat. Pull your abs in. I want you to think about tipping the pelvis towards your nose, rolling the spine up, push yourself a little further forward, and then start to roll it down. So you just want to create like a circle. So tip your pelvis, roll it up, and then start with your back to roll every vertebra down. 1 more. Pull your abs in, tip your pelvis, lift it up, and then roll yourself down. It's just like a shoulder bridge, but it still helps us to articulate the spine. So you can rock up, take your hands behind your legs or your thighs, and then roll up. Or you can do the full roll up, reach your arms back, hands to the ceiling, curl everything up, and last but not least, front splits. So basically we're going to do kind of a runner's lunge. So I want you to kind of find that nice tall back. 1 foot is going to come in front, and you're going to sit up nice and tall. You can put your hands onto your leg, or if you need something stable, have a chair nearby. To start, think nice tall back. Pretend there's a foot bar right here. You're going to lean forward. Squeeze the butt cheek of the bent leg that's in the back. and lean again. And one more. And lean forward and come back. And then we're going to straighten the front leg. So you have to round forward. Okay, you may need to move your leg back a little bit. Kick this leg forward and then sit into it. And then you can bend that foot, come forward, and then round it back. And one more. Bend it forward. You may pop. If you find that your knees hurt, you can always lift your leg off the mat too, if it hurts to put pressure on them. Okay, now let's switch. One leg comes back, the other leg comes forward, nice and tall. Then you're going to hinge forward, hold it, and come back. Two more. And hinge forward, and come back. And then one last one, hinge forward. Okay, now you're going to straighten this leg, and then sit onto that leg a little bit, but don't collapse all the way. And then bend it around. You can just make it flowing. And two more. And round. And I'm popping on the other side. And then sit down. So the more you pull that butt cheek of the extended leg back, the deeper you're going to get into that leg. And one side's going to be tighter than the other, usually. And then straighten that leg. Shoulders down. And then come back up tall. Great. So just a few quick exercises, just so you can experience a little bit of what we do on the reformer on the mat. Hope you have a great day.